Next month's vote has had an unfamiliar build-up. Unprecedented levels of violence have created an atmosphere that one analyst I spoke to described as charged. It's because of the high stakes, he says.
So the first thing I think has to do with the desperation on the part of PF to retain power, to continue in power, and to continue enjoying the benefits. But on the other hand, the UPND is, as the main opposition, has never been closer to power as they are now.
The unrest could be symptomatic of deeper issues.
It potentially is a problem of, the huge unemployment levels that we have in the country. It's an issue of poverty because the ones that are involved in the violence are the youths. And you ask yourself, why are they on the street throwing stones and punching each other? They should be working.
Whoever wins could have doubt cast over their victory.
Our biggest fear is if this level of intolerance and violence continues, it has the potential to scare away voters on voting day, and therefore it will impact negatively in terms of this election, whether it was indeed credible and indeed whether we have the right numbers of people participating in the elections.
But it's not just the violence. There's also the issue of the voters' roll. An audit commissioned by electoral authorities raised some anomalies, more than 132,000 of them. The Electoral Commission blames an administrative error at the National Registry and won't remove the double entries. The duplicates equate to less than 2% of the voters' roll. Even so, the election in January 2015 was won by a thinner margin than that.
In an election where you expect 50% plus one, and given the closeness of last year's election, 132,000 voters on the roll is likely to give an advantage to one of the people in this election. So for me, I think there's serious doubt about integrity.
Farai, Mwakutuya, CCTV, Lusaka, Zambia.